All right, we got a service call. Some of these nitrogen dioxide TX-6 devices are failing, and you get that. You get the T200 trouble code, meaning that it's past its shelf life. They're good for about 2 to 3 years. When they've passed their shelf life, you're going to get that error code. We're supervising 3 gases in here. So we got methane gas, CO gas, and then this is going to be nitrogen dioxide gas. I'm going to show you guys how to replace the nitrogen dioxide sensor, and then how to calibrate it and test it. So let's go. You're going to want to start by taking this cover off. And the first thing I like to do is actually reset the sensor. So you want to go in, sensor, reset, no. You want to go to next, yes. I used to replace the sensor before doing the reset, but it caused a little bit of a glitch in the programming. You don't get the actual 60-second countdown, which I'll show you about in a second. So I always reset before I do that. So yes, so then we'll go back to, go next. End, enter, now we're back, 0. So now we're going to want to take the power off of this, and you want to remove this back plug. So that's going to kill the power to this. Then this sensor is as simple as just give it a little pull. I like to draw an X on the old sensor just so that we know that's the old sensor. We'll throw that in there for now. So now that we have the unit powered down, we're going to go ahead and open one of these up. Make sure it pushes all the way in. Then you're going to power it up. And it's going to go through. So that's the version that it has, 1.14. I believe if it's version 1.13 and less, you want to contact tech support. But that's good. It's going to do its 60-second countdown. It's just sampling the air right now, getting the device ready. If you didn't do the reset beforehand, you're still going to get the T200 trouble, and you're not going to see this countdown. So I would prefer to see this countdown. This gives you a 60-second countdown, basically just letting you know that the device is sampling. All right, after it does its 60-second countdown, it's most likely going to give you a T100 trouble, which just means that it's low sensitivity. We're going to have to calibrate it. That will fix that trouble. We got the T100 trouble, so that's basically just telling you that it's low sensitivity. We want to let this device sit for at least 5 minutes so that it can get the ambient air in here, and basically you want the levels to set. So we have a couple more we have to replace. We're going to go replace those, then we'll come back. I'll show you guys how to calibrate this and test it. So let's go. All right, so it's been long enough, so we're going to start the calibration process on this device. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to reset the levels to zero it out. So you're going to want to go to calibration, enter, and then press enter again when you see the zeros. It's going to sample the air, and now what we're looking for is a PAS, a pass. If it doesn't pass and it fails, just run it through again. While we're waiting for that, we can go ahead and get our regulator. Macurco sells this entire kit. First thing you want to do on these is make sure you have at least 25 PSI of gas, and then the expiration date, used by 4/9/2026. If you don't have 25 pounds at least, it's not going to calibrate correctly, and then you're going to have a whole bunch of issues. All right, the detector's zeroed. Now, so once you hit menu, after you've zeroed it out, you're going to get the SPN. You want to hit enter. Now gas. So you want to put this hood over and open up your gas. Now you wait. It's going to spend 45 seconds trying to detect the gas. Once it does detect the gas, then it's going to start counting up. And now you wait. This takes like a little over a minute. You'll know that it's complete because you'll either get a pass or a fail. If it fails, you just try and calibrate it again. If it doesn't calibrate, you got to contact tech support. If you see the PAS, which is the pass, then you know it's calibrated. There we go. It passed. So we'll turn the gas off. Menu. And end, so enter end. Now it's just gonna count down its levels. It should zero out. Once it zeroes out, the relay for the LED light should flick back and it should go normal. And then I added the date code to the side of it. Makes it easier for everybody. There we go, restoring. All right, real quick, little fun fact about the carbon detectors is you can actually see the last time that it was calibrated. So if you hit menu, calibration, and then TSC, that's the last time that this was calibrated. So 1/1, that's year, that's month. So the last time that we calibrated this device was 1 year and 1 month ago. So from here you can hit enter, SPN, get this hood over it. Now it's gonna run through its calibration process, and then I'll show you that that number after the fact as well. All right, we got the pass. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this gas off. ESC, you can see that that code has been reset, obviously because we just calibrated it. Maybe one of you code guys can tell me. So I'm in an elevator lobby right now in the parking garage. Why they have this CO detector and then they have that one as well. Is this a code thing or is this just overkill? Let me know. I'll tell you what my theory is. My theory is this goes to the CO panel and this goes to the fire alarm panel. This has a relay that trips the fire alarm panel. So my best guess is in case this panel gets powered down at any point, this one will take over. So that's probably why they did it. That makes the most sense. All right, so we got a fail on this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this gas off. Once it counts all the way down, we're gonna reset the detector and then we're gonna try and calibrate it again. The levels are back down to 0. We're gonna go in, sensor, reset, done. All right, we got the pass this time. So that happens sometimes. Sometimes it fails the calibration the first time. If you reset the device and then calibrate it a second time, it'll pass. So, all right, little bonus clip. I'm gonna show you guys how to test the methane detectors. You're gonna wanna take your butane lighter, hold it like that, bleed some of that gas in there. The sensor's gonna go up. You can see that it's an alarm now. Now the dampers are gonna open up. Now you might ask yourself, Bill, you said you were detecting methane gas, but you use butane. That's because the device doesn't actually sample a specific gas, it's just looking for a combustible gas. So butane, propane, methane, hydrogen, I mean, even some of the high proof alcohol vapors will probably set that device off. So now you know, let's go.